My guess is then you think you should probably pay more in tax, or what do you believe in?
This is my view on taxation.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
I did leave California for a reason. No. Well, yeah. But there are certain social programs that we should advocate for in the United States, and we should have those social programs, and then we should tax people accordingly. That's my view of it. So some people are like very moral and like, we should pay more taxes and we should pay less taxes. Like, I'm not here to punish anybody with taxes. I don't care about that. Whatever social programs we have, we should fund. I'm okay paying taxes. I'm okay with the progressive tax system. Like I definitely pay all my taxes. But yeah, I'm never one like when somebody's like, should we pay more or less? I'm like, we should have the social programs we need and then we should fund them. So right now, like the rate of taxation for wealthy people is probably a little bit low, but my biggest complaint living in California was the state taxes here are really, 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 really high. I think the highest in every other place except for like New York City.
Yep.
And I don't know where that money goes.
Nobody does. It goes to a rail system that was never built.
Oh, the $1 billion rail to nowhere or whatever?
Yep.
And the lamps. Did you guys see the lamps?
What was that?
Nobody else has seen the lamps. I
No,
feel
what is
crazy. It was like San Francisco or San Jose or LA or somebody. There's like $10,000 lamp installations on the street, and
I've
no
seen
one
so
knows
many
what they
different,
do.
YouTube videos of like this $2 million public bathroom was
Oh,
built
I've
in
seen
New
that
York.
one.
And it's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
tiny little like normal public bathroom. It's like
Yeah, someone did an investigation of how this thing cost $2 million when the market value of that should have been about $80,000. And they went in and they investigated and they interviewed people who were involved. Everyone was silent. And it seems as though a lot of money went to permits, developers, contracts, random things, and overpaying. So if someone gets a budget of $1 million, they'll spend all $1 million saying, well, this concrete is 10 times more because, this is what the budget is. So it seems like a lot of money wasted on that.
It's very strange because like America's like the freest, most capitalist country and blah 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 on earth, but we have so much like bureaucratic red
a
tape
lot of waste.
on like construction and everything. It's like
well, you have to
insane.
spend all of your budget if you want to get it back. 'Cause
What
if you
really
spend it
upset me was that downtown Los Angeles, they wanted to build a homeless shelter there. And I don't know the
Isn't LA
specifics.
like kind of already homeless shelter?
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
So they
I'm
wanted to build a new one downtown Los Angeles, and so someone investigated this that they had signed a lease and they had been paying for like 6 years now, $50,000 a month for a warehouse. They have not even started construction on it yet. They had not built it yet, and apparently it had a foundation issue, and they couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah,
So-
the issue
but
with
they
is-
kept paying it for years. And so what it came down to was that the person who signed this did a deal with their friend, and they had a business connection to spend all the money in a lease so that their colleague could get all the money for that without
Okay.
providing anything in return.
Nice.
It's still going.
Well,
So
usually for a lot of stuff like that, what'll happen is like you rent something, you discover there's a problem, then you have to contact an inspector, then you have to wait for the inspector to come out, then he gives the okay, then like the city comes out and then they okay it, and then step one of whatever thing happens, and then another inspector comes out, and it's like it's just such a nightmare. But yeah, that's my big problem with LA is that like the thing that really fucked my head up was anytime I travel to Europe, there are so many social services and everything available that seem to run pretty well. Like they're not perfect, they've got their problems, but like public transit in all of Europe is fucking awesome. And then I come back to America and I'm paying, like now I live in Florida. My tax situation is cool, but when I live in California, I've got huge cost of living, I've got huge taxes and a massive state tax. Like I want to say my effective tax rate, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago, my effective tax rate was like 42% or something. And I'm like,
I've seen routinely more than 50%.
yeah, I'm like paying like European levels of taxes here. Like this is fucking wild. Like why, how am I paying? Like I'm supposed to be making fun of people in Europe for paying this level of taxation. Yeah, so yeah, that's my issue. I'll gladly pay a lot of taxes. I just want to like get something for it, I guess. Like if there was like a functional public transit in LA, maybe I'd feel differently. Or
What's crazy with California, the short-term capital gains tax rate is something about 53%.
really?
Yeah. Short-term capital gains. Because you're taxed as ordinary income.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay state tax on top of that. And if you make over $1 million a year, there's another 3.8 net investment tax that gets paid on top of that.
Oh, so when you say short-term capital gains, you're just talking about the net added to the state on the federal.
At
I
the
gotcha,
top
gotcha.
income bracket.
I understand. Okay.
So it's hefty.